Alright guys, so I'm here at the World of Wonders with Evan. I don't know where Evan is, but
Hello, I'm still in the jungle.
yeah,
Well, when I'm
so
turning into a jungle.
we've been working on this some more. We haven't been here in a while. I've been working on smoothing out the walls of this parkour PvP arena thing, which I think it was like episode 19 or something. It was a long while back. We built this, and I just didn't like the way it looked. It was really messy because it was just basically TNT'd out. So I've been smoothing it out, and I just want to get it nice and neat looking because it's really bugging me how messy it looks. In other news, we are also working on a kind of the hidden arena. If you ever played the game, basically there's an invisible player who is hunting a bunch of heavily geared up players, and they're sort of working together to take out this one invisible player. So we got the inspiration for this from when we were touring around with Hasted, who is probably a new guy on the server. Not 100% sure as of now, but he seems like he will probably be staying. And we've got we're working on setting up some buildings here. Right now there's just a couple jungle trees, but there will be some structures in here. But basically the whole point of it is like what Andy did to us, which was basically just go around invisibly and hunt people one by one, and we basically just try to kill them. It was a really fun thing to do, so we figured we'd make it into a game here, and it should be pretty cool. So yeah, Evan's going to be working on that. I'm going to get back to smoothing out the parkour PvP arena over there, and I'll be back when I've got another update for you. Alright guys, so we are back. I've been working at this for a while. You can see the walls are pretty much flat now. There are a lot of indents in the walls, but I'm just going to cover that over with smooth stone and basically just make this whole thing smooth stone. I don't really care about the spawning space behind it because I'm not planning any mob traps or anything here. And in my mind, any less or any more spawning spaces down here means less mobs up there, and we don't want any mobs up there, preferably. So yeah, I have put a layer of half slabs all the way across this, cobble half slabs for the flooring, and I'm just going to make the walls smooth stone, and that really should kill anyone that drops down here, so it'll work out well. And unlike lava, it's not a pain to place, and it won't destroy your drops. So I like this a lot more than the messy way, personally. The mess just bugged me a little bit. And I'm pretty damn sure this is going to be a killing drop if somebody falls in this. Let's see, this is 31, so yeah, that's easily far enough. The only thing, I have this one spawner here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, because it is kind of in my way. I don't want to destroy it. I think it's a zombie spawner. So not sure what's going to happen with that. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with it. So I'll figure out something for that. And I've been cooking smooth stone upstairs, so I'm just going to go ahead and get going. Oh, and there's Hasted again. It looks like Hasted will be staying on the server, so welcome to him. And hopefully he'll be on the server a lot. On his old server, he made quite a few videos, so you'll probably be hearing from him. So check out that. I'm going to continue working on the smooth stone, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've got one wall done here. I just wanted to show you how it's mainly going to look. Nice and simple, nothing too complicated. There is still that obsidian box with a spawner in it sticking out. I'm just going to leave that for now. I'll probably just leave it. It'll probably end up sitting there forever because it doesn't really matter if it's there, honestly. But let's just see how that looks from up here. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it's nice and clean. I like that a lot more. Might put maybe a couple layers of sandstone right here, the top couple layers, just to not transition into the stone quite so fast. Like maybe start the stone here or right there, just to kind of stick with what these do. But for now, I do think the smooth stone is fine, so I'm just going to stick with that and see if we can maybe change it later. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these three sides done off camera. And I don't know, we might do some more stuff around here, or we might head over to the Wither farm and work on that a bit. So I will see you whenever I decide what I'm going to do next. Hey guys, we're at Pens right now, and normally I don't use these cheaty devices here, these sand gens, but for the sake of getting this project done and not harvesting ridiculous amounts of sand for it, I know everyone else that works on the project will probably use a sand generator anyway to get the sandstone for the slabs and everything, so I figured I might as well. So I'm just gonna grab some sand here. And it's pretty fast. I mean, look at this. Once it gets going, it's pretty much like stack every couple seconds. Yeah, this thing is very nice. Took me a while to find this. We're in pen space right now. Looks meh, it's not. I know it's not really finished yet. I'm sure it'll look a lot better once it's finished. It's just kind of messy right now, but that's to be expected. I like what you did with the beacon there. I'm actually going to turn my sound all the way off. There's a lot, or at least very low. I'll just leave that running for a little bit while we walk around. Cool 4x4 door here. Jeez, that caused a lot of lag. I'll check out that potion room in a minute. Iron Golem farm deposits there. There's a mob system in there, although I don't think it's a very good one. I'm not sure. It looked like a classic Etho one. I think he might be using a 2x2 modification of it that he made. And my inventory is full already. Okay. So let's see, does he have an ender chest around here that I can use? It looks like he does. Let's put as much in there as I can. And fill her up a little bit more. I think there might be some more sitting here actually. Alright, that's good enough. So over here, there is a 4x4 piston door with stone brick and lapis. Pretty cool. I'll turn my sound back up now. Potion storage for pretty much every potion. This is the nicest room in this whole place, pretty much. Brewing room. Fully toggleable. You got potency, duration. Over here, you can change splash and reverse. All the different effects here. Really cool. I like it. I believe this is completely finished. I'm not going to try it out right now. I don't want to waste his materials because that's probably a pain to load. And this is just on a T flip-flop, so on your way out it closes behind you. Over here, this is where the mobs drop. I'm assuming that's temporary. And I bet below this there's something like... I bet there's some kind of AFK stream or something that's set up there. Alright, I won't continue stealing his drops. So, yeah, that's pretty much mostly what there is to his base. Ben, thanks for the sand. I'll probably be using this a lot for this project specifically. I try to stay just with deserts for my sand, but again, I know everyone else that works on this project will probably use the sand gens, so it's not really worth my time to keep up with my normal morals. So I'm going to head back over there and maybe we'll lay down some slabs. And I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I'm going to have to go soon for the day. So we'll see what happens after I lay down some slabs. I'll be back. Okay guys, so I went and I farmed some sand. I've got some in my inventory and there's a whole bunch of sandstone that I made over there. So while we're working on this, I just want to talk a little bit about what's going to be going on with the Wither farm. So I was waiting on Penn mainly to work on some of the mechanisms of it, because I figured since it was kind of his project, he would want to do it. But he has basically turned that over to me, which I am very happy about. So I'm pretty much in charge of the mechanisms on that now, from what I understand. So that'll be pretty much what I'm working on for the rest of my days, because I really want to get that thing working well. I have some plans laid out. I might go into creative and show those this episode exactly what I have set up for getting them through the portal. I'm not sure how much I've talked about the Wither farm, but the plan is to have them go into the overworld, because that is a little bit better in my opinion, for a trap that isn't going to be 100% efficient. Like, say, JL's perimeter, we can't really do that on here. We don't have the resources to do it. So we're just using like lava and half slabs to get rid of things, and as much TNT as we have, which is quite a bit, but nowhere near the level that they have. So yeah, the plan is to bring all the mobs into the overworld. That way they can spawn infinitely, and that makes the system AFKable. So you can just kind of AFK it like a spawner trap and go into the overworld and have like maybe 60, 70 wither skeletons there in like an hour, and then you can just kill them all at once. And that would be ideal, to just have quite a few of every mob in there just sitting in the overworld waiting to be killed. Probably not going to bother sorting them or anything, since once they're in the overworld it's really not a big deal. You can just you just use a piston crusher to damage them all, because they'll all be sitting in one place. And the plan is, since after they're in the overworld, we'd be using water streams to relocate them. Like, we have a water system, right, that would deactivate the portal and then push them out of it and send them into a little drop-off point. That would damage the blazes. So what we would want to do is either have that water stream be pretty short and just have the crusher not quite bring them down to one punch, just bring them down to, like, say, one sword hit with, like, a stone sword, because either people are going to end up using looting swords, because nether mobs have really nice drops, or they're just going to end up using potions probably, so one punch isn't really necessary. The other thing we could do is actually just have them throw an instant damage potion first, and that would kill all the blazes, and at the same time have the effect of fully restoring the health of all of the god lag. It would have the effect of restoring the health of all the undead mobs in there, say like the wither skeletons and the zombie pigmen. So what you would have is it would double kill. God, we are getting a lot of lag here. Jesus, I'm stuck now. Crap. But yeah, it would count. Okay, I escaped. As I was saying, it would have the double effect of both killing off all the blazes and getting all of the undead mobs back to a point where we could insta-kill them by using a crusher to weaken them. Because it would heal them back up to full health, and they'll probably take fall damage in my system on the way to the overworld. So really it's just a matter of either using a potion before or after you crush them. Either way, it's going to have to happen, and you might end up using 2 potions if you were to get the blazes out first. So I will probably just go with not necessarily a one-punch system, just maybe like drop them to like 2 hearts or something out of their total 10, and that should pretty much cover it with any looting sword. Whatever you need to kill them with, like a stone sword maybe would probably be best. But that'll all be tweaking once we get them to the overworld, which is my current thing that I want to work on. Basically the plan for that is just we already have a module set up for the piston pushers. There are 19 by 19 squares on the intersections. There in the farm there will be 5 separate modules of those, and my plan was to have all of these modules kind of link up, probably through the overworld with water streams, but maybe also using the portal physics to just move all of the mobs into the same area by teleporting them all to the same portal. But that's very tricky without moving the collection area very far away, and that could cause mob despawning. Oh god, I don't have my sound on again. Sorry about that, I was using the sand gen. But yeah, if we just have to get them concentrated somehow from a bunch of different modules, because that's the most efficient way to do it with how the stronghold spawning is laid out. How it works, if you don't know, is that a intersection makes a 19 by 19 square with I suppose it'd be a radius of 9 in each direction from the center of it. And then pathways, I'm not sure about height on any of it. I have to look at the bounding boxes some more. We're using a mod to figure it out, but that mod isn't available for SMP, so gotta do that on world backups. But yeah, I'm not sure about the actual height of it, but I know the pathways are basically exactly what they look like, bounding box wise, and I'm not sure about any of the other structures. So what I'll probably end up doing is just doing the intersections for now, the 19 by 19 areas, because you can pack the most pushers in them really. And just linking all those up together. I believe there's 5 in the Nether Stronghold that we're using. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about regarding that. And I think we've done a little bit here today, so I'm going to head over to the Wither Skeleton farm, elaborate on that a little more, actually like showing you what's been going on. And we probably won't work on that too much today. We're just going to check it out and go over what's going to happen. And the Wither Skeleton farm will be saved for next time. And many other times, I guarantee you I won't be finishing it next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to the Wither Skeleton farm, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so just in case anybody's curious, to get to this Wither farm, we rode down Feudal's track in the hub, and then we run down this trail here. This path used to lead to the old Wither farm, which was like maybe 1,000 blocks away in the Nether. It was quite the trek. But Penn found a closer one, so we moved over here, which is a lot nicer. I can actually run this one on camera if I want. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll put some ice trapdoor thing down here though, because it's still a little bit of a run either way. Yeah, but we're getting close now. Oh no, I think that this is it. Yeah, for some reason somebody broke this. But there's kind of a torch spam here marking it. And down here is where the Wither Skeleton farm is. So I suppose I'll just stay on and tour around a bit. There's not a lot to see. This is just a little storage area here. I'm going to take a couple fire resistances for safety reasons. Got a bunch of TNT over here. We got a lot more where that came from. This is Feudal's art that he created out of our supplies when he came over here. Thanks, Feudal. Down here we've got the fortress. A lot of it you can see is half slabbed. I've been working on that a lot. Out there, I believe I've shown that area in a previous episode. I'm not sure if I ever released that episode, the episode where I built that. But it seems like I did. No, I don't think I did actually. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen that out here where the place is. Down here you can kind of see what the mechanisms are like. They're very simple. Just here, I'll purl up so you can see what happens. There's just tripwire there and pistons on the foot level. Maybe there's some up there too. I don't know. Some of these still need to be finished, I know. Ow, ow. So you can kind of see how it works. Basically it's just lines of this, and we need to put slabs or something on the back there. For some reason there aren't slabs there, and that's a problem. So that's just the temporary access tunnel. Eventually that's going to be where they all drop down. Up here's the roof. Still working on half slab in this. I ran out before. Might start using sandstone half slabs actually if I use cobble generator. Over there is a blaze spawner. We will probably make a farm inside this whole perimeter thing for that, and people can AFK that if they want. The downside of doing that is if you're AFK in that blaze spawner, then this intersection is not going to work as a wither farm, and that'll lower your rates a bit. You can see out there there's some islands that we have covered in lava. There's quite a few places that have been covered. Like down there, all that was land. Not sure what that is. I'm assuming there was an island there at one point. Down here, we have the potion brewing area that I set up a little while ago. And this is in a gas-proof box. I'm not sure why I'm being shot at, but it's meant to be gas-proof. Out here, we have just a potion brewing area. This should pretty much supply itself because the magma creams can be gotten in the Nether. There's a wart farm right here, and as long as people bring bottles over every once in a while or just reuse them, There's an enchanting room right here, bed here so we can transport stuff over here a lot more quickly. And nothing else really impressive here. We've got some of my obsidian and pistons over here, which are just for later when we actually get working on the mechanisms. And that's pretty much all there is to show around here for now. I guess I'll show you. This is the first intersection. It's going to be a farm just because Penn decided to build that one. And then if we go down here, we've got an intersection there, an intersection there. If you come down here, this is an intersection, even though it is covered by netherrack. Since it doesn't have any fancy stuff around it like this intersection, this is considered one of the 19 by 19 ones, I'm pretty sure. So this can definitely be fit into the farm. And let's see, where was the last one? Up here, I believe. Yeah, down there is an intersection. So that's 5 intersections. As of now, I'm planning for the AFK point to be out here. But as an alternative, you'll also be able to AFK out there, just so you can get Blaze and get some XP while you're at it. And depending on how everything goes, we may end up implementing paths later into the farm, but I'm hoping we won't really need to, because I think it really all depends on how we condition the nether. Those extra spawning spaces aren't going to make a huge difference. So that's pretty much all I am going to show you of this right now. I don't want to get working on this yet. I want to leave that for the next episode. Ow. Jerk. I don't have my arrows for some reason. But yeah, I think I'll just call this episode here because I don't really have much else to show you at the moment. Ah! God. Yeah, I'm going to call this here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Got more done than last episode. I'm a little bit better off now than I was last time. Last time I was just really bored in general, and I'm getting back into things now. So you can expect some more stuff again now. That will be all for this episode, and until next time, see ya.